Hi everyone, how are we all doing? If you're new here, hello, my name is Khutchingss and I'm owner of Elska Beauty. Now today I'm reviewing something which I'm very excited to review. It is the new Urban Decay Naked Reloaded palette. So if you'd like to see what I thought and what the shadows are all like, then carry on watching. Here it is. It's a nice shiny box. I've only opened it once since I bought it to check that it was all okay, so as always, saving all the fun for you guys. So yeah, it's just in the normal kind of embossed, pretty, bronzy kind of naked packaging. The one thing that I did notice about this compared to all the other naked palettes, which I probably shouldn't have got so excited about, but you probably can't tell on camera, but this is like spongy. You know, normally it's like hard, like embossed, plasticky kind of packaging. Well, this is like spongy and it feels like quilted almost. And then the naked bit is obviously just printed on the front, slightly embossed. But yeah, it's just really cool. It's like a material and it's all like quilted rather than the hard plastic. But I actually really like that. And yeah, less plastic, so thanks, hun. And then, la la! Open it up. So pretty. I haven't actually bought the last few naked palettes like the Heat and the Cherry. I did like the look of them, but not enough to be like, oh, I really need that one, compared to like having like the original naked palette, which is actually my favourite one. But as soon as I saw the press photos for this, I was like, I really like them colours. And I think, I could be making this up, but supposedly it's like the favourite naked shades with a couple of extras, but the one that immediately caught my eye was Retro, which is that colour there. But we have got a mixture of shimmers and mattes, just like the other naked palettes. And yeah, that's it really. So I have already prepped my eyes. I've put some eyeshadow primer and just put some powder on to set that. So let's play around with some of the shades. I'm not sure what kind of eye look I'm going to do yet, but I just want to play around with it really and see what we can do. And I definitely want to use that shade that I said I really liked. So let's do it. Thought I'd better zoom you guys in as I'm going to be working on the eyes. But first off, I think I'm going to go with Bucked as like a nice traditional transition shade. I recognise that name, which I should, I suppose, if they're from other naked palettes. I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and pop that into my crease. It's funny really, because obviously this is part of like a series of palettes. The shadows and things shouldn't really be much different in regards to like reviewing the fallout and things like that. I think it would just be kind of reviewing the shades in general and like how easy they are to blend, and just if there's much difference between that and the other naked palettes really. So I'm just working that into my crease and I'll keep building that so we can get a nice defined colour. How are you guys doing anyway? What have we been up to? I went to Pro Beauty on Monday. Which was really cool. Always really like going there and checking out all the different brands and what's up and coming in the beauty world. Me and Mum then went to Covent Garden afterwards when I went in Charlotte Tilbury shop, obviously, the Urban Decay boutique, which is obviously where I bought the palette, and I popped into NARS as well. I haven't used NARS products for a really long time, but I feel like when you go into their like little boutique shops like the one in Covent Garden, they're all just like, it's one of them shops where I think, even as a makeup artist, I still walk in them like, oh, feel really intimidated because they're all just like staring at you. And one might say, oh, do you need some help? And I'm always just like, no, I'm just looking, thanks, which I think we all do. Obviously if I'd have needed help I would have asked, but I was literally just browsing. Yeah, I think them shops are really intimidating. Just building up that colour. I spent a good little while in the Charlotte Tilbury shop because it's not very often you can see how products like hands-on, because it's one of them brands that I always look at online, so I love going into the boutiques and checking out everything in person and coming out of a long list of stuff that I want. It's quite inevitable, I think. So yeah, I've just been using that Bucked colour to build up a nice transition, and I think I'm then gonna give that a bit of a clean. And I'm going to have to go in with Retro, I just can't. I was talking to the girl in the shop, she was really nice actually, about it. She was asking me what my favourite shades were and stuff like that. And I was just like, I need that colour in my life. Do you know what I've just noticed? And I think it does say it on the front of the box actually, in tiny little writing. There. and now I know what it was actually talking about. But 1, 2, 4 of the shades are a wider pan. See the 2 there and the 2 there? They're wider than all the other ones. I wonder why. Maybe they think people use them more or something, I don't know. Anyway, I've just noticed that. So I'm now going to go in with Retro, and I'm just going to really light-handedly blend that over the top of the transition colour, and then I'll come back to that a bit more throughout. But I'm dying to get this on my eye. Ooh! So even though it's like a, what was it, pinky? I don't know, like an apricot-y, peachy kind of shade, over the top of the transition it does actually just make it look a bit darker, which is not what I was expecting, but I like it. I don't know if that will come out on camera, but it is still made my eyes that little bit darker. I'm going to build that up a bit more. I'm going to blend that in the crease line, and then I'm going to go in with a slightly shorter, denser brush to actually build up that colour, because as you probably already guessed, I'm loving the look of that colour. What ultimate Urban Decay question then? What naked palette is your favourite? Do you love the Heat one? Do you love the Cherry one? Does anyone think that the Heat and the Cherry is quite similar, or is that just me? Might just be me. I didn't really see the point in the, what is it? I think it was the Naked 3 palette, where I just sort of looked at it and was just like, meh. I did quite like the look of the smoky one, but I'm just not really a really dark shadow, smoky kind of gal. I kind of wish I was, because whenever I see it on people I always think, damn, it looks good. So I've just picked up a slightly denser brush and just going in with that Retro shade again. Just tapping it off slightly, but I just want to build up that colour a bit more. It looks like I'm doing a bit of a halo eye. I swear sometimes when you start doing makeup your hands just almost decide what look they're doing for you. I was watching Jacqueline Hill's latest video the other day, the one where she's getting ready for date night, and even she says then, I wasn't meaning to do a big heavy smoky eye, but she did. Sometimes the makeup just decides for you. So yeah, I'm just trying to build up that colour a bit, almost in like a halo kind of shape. So I'm just going to take a tiny bit of that matte shade there with a big old fluffy brush, and I'm just going to very, very lightly just go on the edge with that and help soften the edges. I think it's nice that they've done a naked palette with, like, I was going to say a touch of colour, not quite what I meant, but I meant like a slightly brighter orange, and then obviously they have got that colour that I keep obsessing about in the middle. But it'd be so easy to create like a really natural look, like a smoky look. I just think it's one of them palettes where you could just make loads of different looks with them. I think what I'm going to do now is take quite a skinny pencil kind of brush like this one, and just take one of the darker browns just to define like the outer corner. So I think I'm going to use Endgame, which is that dark brown there, and just take a little bit, see how much I need, and just take that right in the crease but quite precisely, and just in the corners. Again, it's quite easy with shades like this to just be a bit heavy-handed, and then all of a sudden you have got a smoky eye, but I do just want to deepen. I'm going to try and just deepen it a little bit rather than take it over too much. So I've got quite a few clients that are teachers, so with it being half term last week, were we busy? Did you take the opportunity to go on holiday? Are you a mum as well, or not a teacher and you're a mum and you got up to lots? What did you get up to? I think it's quite hard for parents to find things to do that aren't really expensive if you are lucky enough to get the time off work. I always think, I haven't got any children, but I always think it must be quite an expensive time. Maybe you feel a little bit pressured as well to obviously have the money to spend on doing things in half term. But saying that, kids do love doing things that are free as well, like going to the park. I think places like Moores Valley and things are free, aren't they? So yeah, I've just used that to define the eye a little bit, which I like. I am actually obsessing over this retro colour, I thought I would. Has anyone seen the photos that Anastasia Beverly Hills and Norvina have released for the new Riviera palette? I'm not normally a colour girl, but I saw that palette and I was actually just like, oh my god, that looks incredible. That bright pink in the middle, I'm just obsessing over. I'm then going to use one of the metallic-y shades, I think, although I'm not sure which one to go for. That one's almost like a grey kind of brown. That's obviously like a darker brown. That one's a bit more coppery, and that one, I don't know really, almost a bit paler. I might go for that one. Decisions. I might do a bit of a mixture. I don't know if you saw my Charlotte Tilbury one. The Pillow Talk eyeshadow palette I did, I couldn't get barely any colour payout for the shimmery shade. And then as I was editing it, I thought, why did I not just try using my finger? And a few people commented saying, you're supposed to use your finger. And I was like, thank you, I thought of that now. So I'm going to go in with Angel Fire, which is that one. And I'm going to use my finger. I don't ever really use my finger to apply like eye makeup, but I do see quite a few people doing it. And now I understand why. So I've just put that in like the inner, or like the first half of my eye. And then I'm just going to use a little brush, give that a bit of a dust off, that pencil brush again, and just blend around the edges. There we go. Ooh, I like that. I might just use that colour. And I've just put it on the wrong finger, so now I'm going to be all cat-candid while I'm up here. Use that one. Done it again. I'm going to have to try and be a bit cat-candid. Today is supposed to be the last day of us having warmer weather in February, which I'm all for, to be honest, because I am a winter girl, as you guys probably have already realised, so I don't want warm weather in Feb, thanks. I want it to be cold before the hell of summer begins. I'm going to use that same shade, Angel Fire, just in the corner of my eye as like a inner corner highlight. So I'm going to use a tiny weeny little brush to do that. It was killing me earlier when I did my skin makeup to not put any of my actual highlighter in the corner of my eyes. I was like, no, I've got to wait. So I probably would prefer my inner corner highlight to be a bit brighter, with like a medium fluffy brush with the original transitional shade. I think, is it Bucked? Yeah, Bucked. I'm going to pop that underneath my eyes. And I'm going to go in the darker brown Endgame and go right on that outer corner. And I'm going to blend that out slightly, and then I'm going to go in with the slightly coloured shade. I am definitely more of like a skin makeup girl than I am eyeshadows. I haven't got like tons of different eyeshadow palettes, but I am a sucker for like skin products, like new concealers, new like highlighters, new anything to make your skin look glowy and dewy and all that kind of thing. But at the same time, I do get excited when I see releases like this as well. So I'm going to go in with Retro, and I'm going to pop that all, I'm going to placing it ever so slightly lower, so I'm just going slightly underneath that dark brown shade that we just used to define the eye. Sometimes when I think, when something's been around as long as the Naked palettes have, sometimes brands feel like they have to switch it up, or, you know, new and improved or that kind of thing. Even when I'm walking around a supermarket and I see some of my favourite foods and they're like, new and improved, I'm thinking, well, I like the way it was. If it ain't fixed, don't broke it. If it ain't fixed, don't broke it. If it's not broken, don't fix it. I don't want things to be new and improved because I like the way they were earlier. Thank you very much. It's not very often that things say that, whatever product it is, and then it is actually better. Like the whole cream egg thing, do you remember that? When they changed the cream egg, I'm still not over that, if I'm quite honest. Right, I'm quite happy with that eyeshadow, so I'm now going to do my mascara and I'll be right back. So I'm just finishing off putting on some mascara. I used some of the Hypnos, what's wrong with me today? I used some of the Lancome Hypnos mascara, and I'm now using the Hypnos Volume Apporter, I think it's called. I almost use it as like to brush through the lashes a little bit almost, but I've always used more than one mascara, unless I'm using the Me Feature Length Lash Lover mascara. Then that tends to be the only one I actually don't, or the Benefit Bad Gal Bang mascara. I keep thinking that my head still feels really light. I had my extensions taken out quite a good few weeks ago now, so my hair is now like like mid-length. But I just feel like my head's so light. I love it. I loved having my extensions in, don't get me wrong, and I will definitely consider getting them again in the future if I feel like I want to. But tell you what, hats off to the girls that have extensions all the time, because I cannot be bothered with that maintenance all the time. It didn't get to the point where I just didn't like them anymore or anything like that. I just thought, I can't be bothered with this maintenance anymore. I had nano ring extensions and they were really good, like really discreet. Like so many people were like, oh wow, your hair's grown. And I'm like, it's not my hair, which I think is great when you're having something false like that done. But yeah, and I've always really liked mid-length hair, but never really had the balls to do it, shall we say. And I just thought, stuff it. My hair could have done with a good cut after having the extensions anyway. It still feels in really good condition, it just needed a bit of a cut because obviously it hadn't been cut for the whole time I'd had the extensions in. So yeah, anyway, hair chat over. I put some brown eyeliner in my upper water tight line thing, whatever they call it, just under here, and then I've obviously just popped some mascara on. You could definitely obviously add some black liner to this, some false lashes, but I've still got some more clients this afternoon, so I don't want them to think I'm going out straight for a night out or a rave after I finished. But yeah, I tend to wear mascara day to day anyway. But yeah, so this is the finished eye look. What do we think? So I can't believe I even forgot to mention that while I was at Pro Beauty, me and my mum were having lunch and I was flicking through Instagram, shock horror, and I saw that Holly Boone was at Pro Beauty, and I was like, if you don't know who Holly Boone is, I have mentioned her on my channel before, but she is also another YouTuber, and she's my favourite YouTuber to watch. She just makes me crack up laughing all the time, and her makeup is insane. So then said to mum, I was like, oh my god, I was like, Holly Boone's here. I didn't want to be like the embarrassing cringe fangirl and just like throw my lunch and just go and find her, but I said to mum, I was like, let's just eat our lunch, no rush as such, but Holly Boone's in there, so I need to go and find her. So yeah, we finished our lunch and just sort of wandered back in and went back to the store where it said she was. She was with Polly Marchant, who is also a makeup YouTuber and like massive Instagram influencer. And yeah, and Holly was just like stood there with Polly and they were all having pictures and stuff, and I was just like, oh my god, like how do I even like... I know she's not like a massive celebrity, but when you watch someone for like 18 months, 2 years, they sort of become that sort of celebrity feeling to you. And I was sort of looking around at all the Polly Marchant makeup because I haven't looked at any of that before. And Holly just sort of was like, oh, we're like really sorry everyone, we've really got to go. And I was like, no! And she like brushed past me and I just thought, you know what, it's now or never. I thought, she's not going to be someone that I just bump into. So I was just like, Holly, and she just sort of looked at me. I said, I'm sorry, so I wanted to tell you that I love watching your videos. And she was like, oh thanks babe. She was so nice and so friendly. She then proceeded to ask me what lipstick I was wearing and said she really liked it, and we talked about that for about 3 seconds, but she said thanks for the support and how much it was nice, how nice it was to meet me. And she does the same with, she was doing the same with everyone else because it was only a small stall so I could hear her, and it was just so refreshing and so nice to know that she is probably one of the few influencers, sadly, that is the same in person as she is on camera. And it was so nice to see that like confirmed, and really friendly as well, because a bit like with just like actual celebrities, you know, sometimes you can see them on camera and then as soon as they come off camera they're either rude or whatever. It was just nice to have that confirmed, and she was just really nice and appreciative of the support and just sort of people saying that they liked her videos and stuff. So yeah, it was actually really nice to meet her and I was quite excited by it. But yeah, it was nice to see her. I told you the parcel thing would come, wouldn't it? I'm gonna go get my parcel, hold on. Right, I hope you enjoyed that little story time. But yeah, if you haven't heard of Holly Boone, just go and check her out. She is really funny and her makeup is insane. But it was just nice because, yeah, don't really get the chance to meet YouTubers very often, do you? I had a spray tan and did my nails for Pro Beauty as well. They really needed redoing anyway, but I was trying to hold out because I wanted them to be fresh for the weekend because I also did a wedding fair as well. But yeah, so I had a spray tan to give me a nice little glow and a bit of colour because we always feel better with a tan, and I did my nails as well. So I've got the gel bottle rose gold glitter there, and I think it's raspberry. But I did that in matte because I'm just obsessed with matte nails and I like the effect of the shiny glitter and then matte nails. Are you a shiny girl or a matte girl? When it comes to makeup, I'm definitely a dewy, glowy girl, and when it comes to nails, I'm definitely matte. But if you guys are local and you fancy booking in for a treatment, you can head over to my Facebook page and you can book online using the book now button, so go and check it out.